Introduction to Presentation of Figures. In this series, we're going to talk about how to present numbers to the buyer in a way that makes it very easy for them to say yes. First off, you want to stay out of the weeds. Most of you probably have a full disclosure worksheet, meaning something that itemizes everything that the buyer is going to need to pay for. All of the details, all the fine print, and all of the markups. You want to avoid going to this when you present the numbers. Now, not because you're hiding anything. The reason to avoid going to here is because you should have already gone over these items during the sales process. There's a very good chance that anything that's going to be on this worksheet is right on the side of the vehicle on the window sticker, and chances are you've already gone over these items. So when possible, you want to stay out of here. Let me give you an example. So the payment with $3,000 down is $546 per month. Now, just so you know, there's the tax in here, and I think we're paying off your car. Are we paying off your car? And then there's that thing on here, the aftermarket stuff that you blah, blah. When you hem and haw and you go to all that stuff, it just creates a problem. You're a lot better off just going like this. I am so excited that we had the vehicle that you wanted in stock, and these numbers are based on the vehicle that we just drove. What we have are multiple payment options based at an average APR and lease options that allow 12,000 miles per year. All I need you to do is circle the payment that works best for you, sign at the bottom, and we'll get your new vehicle cleaned up and ready to take home. Now, notice the difference in that or this. Now, the selling price of the vehicle is this. We're not able to give you a discount because, these vehicles are kind of tough to find. And this does have all that stuff on the window sticker that we talked about. And this does have your tax in here. You just want to stay out of the weeds when you don't need to. Present it like it's a great deal. Present it like they should circle a payment and sign at the bottom. And a whole lot of people will. And the good news is, it is a good deal. Things to negotiate with before you ever touch price. Down payment. You want the buyer to go, what? I don't want to put $3,000 down. Do I have to put that much down? Because letting them go to zero, even if it's somebody that has great credit, that is a win in their heads. Most people are not negotiating on logic anyways. They're just trying to win. And getting to put zero down can be seen as a big win. Monthly payment, something great to negotiate with besides price. We want negotiations based on the monthly payment. The interest rate. Well, why would you ever show somebody a 6% interest rate? The reason why is because when they see that and they go, 6%, are you guys crazy? I would never pay that much. Oh, I hear you. This is just an average APR. This is what we show everybody. We haven't taken a look at your credit. This is just an average. We take the high of the high, the low of the low for people that buy vehicles here, and that's the average interest rate. With your good credit, I'm sure it's going to be better than that. And then you grab a credit app, and that is a sign of commitment. The term, what am I meaning by term? Stretch it out to 72 months. If you're at 54 months, stretch it out to 60 months. And then last but not least, the trade when you need to. You can negotiate in all these areas before you ever touch the price. Most people, when they hear the payment's too high, believe it or not, they'll go, well, let me see if I can get something taken off the price of the car. You don't want to do that. You want to negotiate with these before you ever touch the price. Now, other things that you can negotiate with: market conditions, rebates, incentives. Tell the buyer, there is a $2,000 rebate on this vehicle because this is what vehicles are selling for in this marketplace. The manufacturer's offering this $2,000 rebate because this is what vehicles sell for. Incentives. You're getting 0% on the vehicle, which is a great value. The manufacturer spends so much time and effort making sure that people pay a fair price for the vehicle. And to incentivize you to make sure you've gotten the best deal possible, they are offering you 0%. The market conditions. They're the one that picked out the car. They know how great of a car it is. Go over all of the features, go over the scarcity, go over why it's a great deal. And when you believe in this and you're honest with it, they'll believe in it too. Most negotiations are just sport negotiations. People just want to win. Before you ever see the buyer, Chances are they spent 5, 10, 15, 20 hours doing research online. Maybe they called around to a few dealerships. Maybe they submitted leads to a few dealerships. And now they're in your showroom floor. This is a vehicle that they want. They want to do this. And they know that it's a good deal. Despite the fact, though, that it's a great deal, there are going to be people that ask for a discount. Wouldn't you ask for a discount almost no matter what? When you negotiate like you're losing $5,000, doesn't it feel like the buyer's getting the greatest deal ever? Have you ever lost $5,000 on a deal and you have all that confidence? This is a great value. You should do this. This is fantastic. Oh, the price of the vehicle is excellent. It's an awesome deal. Doesn't it feel like you are giving the buyer a fantastic deal when you're losing $5,000? What if you had that attitude all of the time and you truly believed that this was the best deal the buyer would ever get? Now, whether you're losing $5,000 or you're making $5,000, the buyer could feel your confidence. Have that confidence that this is the best deal they're going to get anywhere, and it will likely pay big dividends. Don't get up when you don't need to. Every single time you get up in the negotiation and you go to talk to a manager, the buyer is expecting you to come back with the discount. Stay in there and close. This is a great value for the way this vehicle is equipped. This is a fantastic payment. I'm so happy we got the payment where it is. That really is top dollar for your vehicle. When you could hang in there and you could close like that, it is a big benefit to you and the buyer. The less times you have to get up, the more likely it is you're going to get to close the deal. Early management introductions. You want to introduce the manager before there is a problem, before the buyer says the price is too high, before they say they need to go home and think about it, before they tell you that they want their keys back. You want to introduce them early. When I sold vehicles, I was maybe the best person in human history at this. My manager's a great person. My manager likes to meet everybody. You should meet my manager, because I knew that if I could get the manager involved early on in the deal, there was a much better chance that we would be successful. Before we go drive the vehicle, let me introduce you to my manager really quick. He's a great person. You're going to love meeting him. Come on. And when I introduce the manager, now we're working as a team. And if there's a problem, it makes it so much easier for them. Negotiate with inventory before you ever negotiate with your price. Somebody locks up. You know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to spend that much. Take inventory out of the equation. If you wanted to save $2,000, you know what we could do? We could take a look at one without the double sunroof. We could take a look at one without the heads-up display. We could take a look at one without the screens in the back seat. When you negotiate with your inventory, you're doing a couple different things. Number one, it's very logical. Of course, the two sunroofs cost money. Of course, the screens in the back cost money. Of course, the heads-up display cost money. And when you say you could save the buyer money by taking those items out, now it makes sense. That's something tangible and practical. Also, it tells the buyer that this is the best price, and if they need to save money, they need to look at something without this equipment. When you just have mystery math, when you just have discounts for no reason, then the buyer smells it and they're much more likely to ask for more discounts. Stay tuned for many more videos in this series on presenting numbers.